Do they hear how much you care? And if you don't care, you better start acting. Because they're being difficult. They're not cooperating. Even the tax collector loves the people who love him, right? It's that loving people beyond self when it's hard. I think, was that what we were talking about yesterday? And John, we were looking at John, right? Loving people who, that was part of our conversation last night, as loving people when it's hard. Like, we talk about that, but like, and we talk about helping people, but like, everybody wants the easy or the cooperative. Well, listen, there's no money in that. There's no money in that. There's no money in that. The people who get paid are the people who solve bigger problems or more problems. That's it. You don't want any problems? Go flip burgers. You're gonna make plenty. You're gonna get paid in accordance to the problem you're solving. Somebody's got to flip the burgers. Well, that's what you're getting paid for. Okay, so how much do you really care in spite of? And then how curious are you? Which is why that's second. Because if you care, then you'll be curious in spite of them having that resistance. Listen, I'm going to continue to hammer mindset, moreover, even so than the skills, because I told you guys, like, it ain't about the scripts. It's about like how much you care and are able to connect with the people. So how curious are you to keep asking questions, even though you asked a question and they didn't respond? Right. Even though you asked a question and like they didn't answer it. Like, I mean, they gave you an answer, but it wasn't the answer. Like, they skated around it, right? How often is that happening to you? You ask questions, they don't answer.
In relationships, sometimes, like, let's say your child, what I mean, and something happens, and you care, and you're like, what happened? And they're like being evasive, they're not letting you know.
Yeah. So as being a parent's a perfect breeding ground for everything that we're talking about, because kids are the best prospectors. Please. Can I do it this way? Can I do it that way? What about now? How about now? What about here? Can I do it then? Can I do it? Kids are like, yours is still young, right? 1? Dude, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to learn a lot about prospecting from your kid. 2 years old. Overcoming objections, they don't give a shit. Kids are the best objection handlers. Because they don't care. They're not tied to the outcome. They're focused on what they want. Right? They are tied to the outcome. They're not tied on the response. They actually don't care about the response, right? Because they care at a super high level, which then causes their curiosity to go through the roof, and so that I can detach who I am in the conversation in regards to the emotional flare-up that happens in the flesh because somebody's being mean. Grow up. Come on. We're way beyond that, this squad, okay? And then your commitment to it is like, keep going. Even if it's uncomfortable. I care. Because... And sometimes I got to keep, in spite of what's going on here, I'm Inspector Clouseau. I need to figure out what's going on here. I'm an FBI detective. Like, I need to figure out what's going on here. What are they not telling me? What are they saying to figure out what's going on for me to be a more powerful closer? Okay, let's do RAM real quick. 839. Okay. Repeat. Approve. Move. You can use this right here. What's that? Because trigger word, right? To empathize. So you can do it if you want. If not, that's fine. You guys are experienced enough. Repeat, approve, trigger word because to express a little bit more empathy, and then move on to a question. Which one of these questions? Any one of these questions. We're just doing a warm up just to make us go. Let's do personality styles. Let's do personality styles on the response. When you're approving, the personality style should be, remember some of these words? Let's make it easy. I'll make it easy. C, okay? Personality style C, the analytic, right? Analytically minded, numbers, analyzation, facts, data, okay? So use the personality style and the approval. Jesse, look, right now, man, I don't know if I should be doing anything right now. The market seems a little crazy.
You don't know if you should be doing anything right now.
Right.
It seems a little crazy. I absolutely understand where you're coming from because you want to make sure you have all the numbers in front of you and really identify the pros and cons of doing something now and to get the result you want.
I love it.
How you feel?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's exactly why we need to meet Paul. If I can share options that you're not seeing now for clarity on what's best for you. Is that a problem, Paul?
I love it. I love it. There we go. Diego, look, I'm not doing anything right now. It feels like the market's a little crazy.
Paul, you're not doing anything right now. I totally understand.
Yep.
That because you want to have all the information, and you're not tied down to the result right now. What do you think would happen if you wait 3 months and home prices go down?
There we go. I love that. That's where the because, and then the personality type. That's the personality type. Because is the trigger word. You both used it. That was good. You don't have to. I like it though. It's a good habit to get into to make sure that I am empathizing at a higher level, which is why the trigger word because gets us there. And then I'm empathizing with the personality type right there. Bang. That's where I'm plugging in. Move to seller trial closes. That's what we're working on. Okay, Mike. Look, man, the market's a little crazy right now. I don't know if I should do anything right now.
Okay, Paulie. So you're saying the market looks a little crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I totally get that. And that's because you're not seeing the numbers. If you have an offer and it makes sense, you'll consider it though, right?
There we go. I like it. Dom, look, I'm not doing anything right now. The market seems a little crazy.
Okay, the market seems a little crazy right now,
Yep.
Paul. I understand where you're coming from, and I can appreciate that because I probably feel the same way, maybe a little lost, and like I need some help navigating my way through this crazy market.
Mhm.
And at the same time, Paul, if you could feel confident you can sell now, would you?
I like it. And these are all the skills, all the tools, right? And Luis, look, man, I don't know if I should do anything right now. The market seems a little crazy.
Yeah, Pauly, so you feel like the market is a little crazy right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally appreciate that because a lot of people, I can appreciate that thought process because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now, and it sounds like you could use some information on the market and some data on maximizing your sale right now. So if there was an advantage to sell now versus waiting, could I share that with you?
There we go. I like it. Honestly, Jesse, I already know an agent, who's gonna help me.
Oh, you already know an agent that you're thinking about working with.
Yep.
I can understand that. You want to make sure that you work with someone you know and trust, and they provide some experience in helping you get the numbers you want.
Numbers.
And the results you want, right?
Good.
And Paul, would a second opinion on the highest price possible be unreasonable?
I like it. Diego, look, man, I actually already know an agent.
Paul, you already know an agent.
Yep.
It's not surprising. A lot of people know agents nowadays. I understand you want to work with some. Or I guess, how did you meet this agent?
Stick to the. I like it though. I know where you're going with that. That's
Okay.
good. I like it. So just close on it. I already know an agent.
Hey, Paul, I understand you already know an agent. Now, in today's market, everybody has an agent, friend, family member. What do you think a second opinion would cost you?
Okay, not bad. Make sure. Look, drop something here on. You did. What do you think a second opinion would cost you to explore you getting the highest price possible, or you taking a full look at your options? Both are value points for me to be able to assign value to the appointment. Highest price possible options. Okay. Because if there's new and then number 10 is if there's new information on how to get the highest price possible. If there's new information, Mike, on bringing you options. Taking a look at everything. Because, most people are only going to come with one solution. If you could get a look at the whole menu, is that something I can give to you? Well, yeah, sure. Okay, great. Mike, look, I already know an agent.
Hey, Paulie. You already know an agent. Totally get it. Because a lot of people do these days. But if there was new information on how to get the highest price, or even have some options, can I give those to you?
What did you miss? Butt!
Oh,
Big old butt. All right. That was good. You just missed the butt. I just wanted to hit the X button, okay? But. And I didn't catch it soon enough to throw out the end. Yeah. And, okay, good. Dom, look, I already know an agent.
Okay, Paul, you already know an agent. I got you. I understand where you're coming from. I want to list with the licensed professional as well when it came to my home, which is exactly why I have to ask you if there is new information on being able to get the highest price for your home. Can I give that to you?
Yeah, I like it. Good. All right, think about, just for a second, we're already through it, and I should have coached you on it a little bit. When you're approving, in a scenario where somebody says, I know an agent, and I'm talking to an analytic, how do I approve on, or acknowledge, right? Really, we're acknowledging because I don't want to approve, hey, good, oh, you're thinking about another agent? Great. I don't want to approve the thought?
Process.
What was it? Do you remember?
The thought process?
No.
not The thought?
Yeah, approve the thought process, not the thought. When I don't like the response, don't approve the thought. Approve the thought process, right? So how would I do that with a C, though, when I'm talking about somebody who's talking about knowing an agent? Oh, you already know an agent? I totally appreciate that, because most people know agents, and at the same time, what you're looking for is somebody who can give you the right information that you need so that you can feel secure moving forward in the process and make an informed decision. I understand that. Okay, that's one way. Because what? Because I like that, but is it oriented to the C? Because
You want to make sure you work with a professional that has all the information you need and guide you through the process.
like it, because
some often people like to get different bids or estimates for one job, so the fact that you're going with one agent at the first shot.
I know.
Because you want to make sure that the agent you work with has at least 10 closes in the last year.
Okay, validity I like, but we're talking about aligning to the C personnel. That's not bad though, not terrible, because it sounds like you want a professional who understands the numbers in the market to be able to get you what you want in the time that you want it. Okay, I see how I tied that to facts and data?
Right.
See? Because somebody says, I'm going with another agent. Oh, you're going with another agent? Listen, I appreciate that you know an agent. I mean, I'd be surprised if you didn't know an agent. And it sounds like, I don't need because there, right? It sounds like what you're open to using a professional to give you all the information and the data that you need to make to get an informed decision, to get the highest price possible, to make sure that you're secure in the process and you get what you expect. So that because, give me one.
Because every time you shake a tree, an agent falls out.
Okay, stick to C's. Because
Looks like you're wanting to work with a professional who can bring you the data that's going to get you the highest price possible.
there you go. I like it. That's it. Because, Dominic, let's just roll it for a second.
Because you want to go with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about and has an understanding of the market.
Okay, I like that. Because
you want to go with an agent that knows this neighborhood and has gotten the highest.
yeah, I like it. Because
I like where your head's at, because it's important to go with someone that understands the market. Have you thought of a second opinion?
okay, I like it.
Because it sounds like you want someone to be able to give you the information you need so you get the result you want.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Okay, now it's in there. You feel like it's in there better now? Because if I'm talking to a certain personality type, man, the more I can integrate language and communication that helps them feel more comfortable, then I can get there. Often, this is part of what we were talking about yesterday, is that the problem is not that you didn't say something valuable or you didn't say something good. The problem is you haven't made the connection yet. Like, you haven't got there. Maybe it's effort. Maybe it's resistance still on their side due to whatever. I don't know. Stereotype of a salesperson, somebody over the phone that they don't know. Privacy on having a conversation about the biggest transaction they'll ever do in their life, whatever it is, I don't know. But you're not there yet. You're not there. So that's what I was talking about with TJ is like, okay, well, the opportunity probably is, at least, not probably, but at least partially is, we haven't made a connection yet. There's still attrition, there's still the laws of failure on what you're not going to do. I get that. This isn't about perfection or making a majority of what you do productive, because that's not the game we play. Right? This is about you connecting with people. Because each of you have it unto yourselves as far as how you can do it. Now, it may not have been reared as a child. Right? For me, it was like, just, go get it. Don't be stupid. That's kind of what I got. Okay. But people, connecting with people is so much more than that. Helping people is so much more than that. Getting to a point where somebody can be vulnerable enough to say, hey, Luis, come over to my house. Or, yes, I'll spend 30 minutes, which, whatever amount of time that's going to end up being. If it's on the phone, it's probably around 30 minutes. If you go see them in their house, it's probably closer to an hour. You're asking for their most valuable asset.
Time.
Yeah, time. So you got to earn that shit. You got to earn it. And it ain't here. It ain't here. You know the bold law, Jesse? You remember what it is?
Logic make you think, emotion.
Logic makes you think. Emotions make you act. They may do it because logically it makes sense and they're just going to execute the call. But when they get off, they don't intend on talking to you again.
Because they don't like you.
Because they don't like you or they don't trust you. You haven't touched an emotional nerve with them, which is later on I want to talk about, not today, the power of story. We've talked about that a little bit for the guys who've been around a little bit, but I really strongly believe that your ability to tell stories or associate stories, even little ones, on calls that you've had, on borrowing stories from me, on like talking around and go like what are good stories? Let's talk about that a little bit more on another session, right? Because connection right here, baby. Like your ability to like associate a story and start telling a story, even a little story or a propositional story. Okay, remember where we're at in this conversation right now. We're talking about closing. We're talking about being able to connect with people at a higher level. This transcends what we're doing. You can have a lot of power with what we're doing on recognizing personality types and helping people feel a little bit more comfortable by being nicer, more friendly. Who's been a waiter before? Two of you guys. Okay, it's a waiting ground's a good ground for like faking your personality.
Get that tip.
That's what you're working for, baby. You're working for that tip. You're working for that tip, and in a way, that's what we're doing here too, right? And so sometimes it's in spite of the customer that I need to like change gears and find a way to connect. This is just a lot more intimate because I actually get to sit there and talk to them and go deeper with them and find a way to connect with them, so that so I can help them get what they want. Okay. Comments, questions, concerned? Okay. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to pair you guys up. Waiting time stalls. Let's run through page 16, or number 16, right? Run through number 16. And I know there are different personality styles, but let's just run through them all because I think there's higher level approvals in here. There's concepts and ideas for you to be able to level shift and for you to be able to make a connection. I want you guys to internalize these. So I'm gonna power these with you guys. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You with Diego, Mike with Luis, and then me and you. Okay, so you guys know how to run through this, right? Just give them the objection, and then at the end, just object again all the way down to D, and then let them close on D. Good? All right, let's go.
Okay.
Stand in front of the camera because I want everybody to see your hat.
Yeah,
I love your hat.
got.
Where did you get that?
It was a gift.
From where?
I think Vegas.
I like that hat. Okay, I'm a hat guy. Okay, so Jesse, I'm not ready to do anything right now.
You're not ready to do anything right now. I respect that, Paul, and I would think the same thing if I were you. So I can see that you don't want to waste any time when you don't have to. Are those your thoughts?
Right.
Okay, and that's exactly why we need to meet, Paul. I know time is money for you, and this is just like that. I'll share exactly how you can save time so you keep more of your money. So how about today at 4 or 5 works better for you for a conversation?
Honestly though, can't you just send me some information?
Oh, yeah, of course, and I understand that information is important to you, so I would feel the same way again. What I hear you saying is that you want to make sure you feel comfortable with the market before making any moves. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, that's true.
I can relate to that, and I want to understand what's important to you at the end of the day and share a great way to help you achieve what you want. So, does morning work better for you or afternoon work better for you?
It's just the thing is that I'm just not sure it's a good time right now.
You're not sure if it's a good time right now. I can appreciate that, and I might feel the same way. I'm getting the feeling that you want to be on the same page with the market and feel secure in the process. Is that what you're feeling?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, when we meet, Paul, I'll share an easy path for you to get what you want in the time that you want it. So today, I'm free at 4 or 5 would be better for you.
I honestly, it's just that I'm just uncertain about the market and whether it's a good time right now.
You're uncertain about the market.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a good time right now.
Yeah.
I could see how that makes sense, right? And I might be thinking the same thing if I were you, Paul. And it looks like making sure that you have all the information you need before you move forward is important. Are those your thoughts?
Those are my thoughts.
Okay. And you already understand that information is everywhere these days. And what you're really looking for is how to leverage that information to get the best deal, right?
True.
Okay, so let's just sit down for a conversation. Again, 5 works better for you, and we can lock in at a 5.
Okay, that's fine. All right, give me the objection.
Okay, I'm not ready right now, Paul.
You're not ready right now? Listen, I respect that, Jesse. I mean, I would think the same way. I can see how you don't want to waste any time, and when you don't have to. Are those your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why we need to meet, because we know time is money, and this is just like that, Jesse. I'll share how to save time so you can keep more of your money. Does Tuesday at 4 or Wednesday at 6 work better for you?
I don't know. I still kind of want more information. Not really sure if I should move forward.
Sure, yeah, no, more information. I completely understand. I'd feel the same way. And what I hear you saying is that you want to make sure you feel comfortable with the market before you make any moves. Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can relate to that. I want to understand what's important to you and share a great way to help you achieve what you want. So, I don't mind bringing information for you. That's part of my job. There's no commitments here. You want to sit down and talk Tuesday, or does Wednesday work better for you?
I feel like I still need to kind of make sure I feel comfortable before, putting my house on the market. So I might need some time for that.
Sure, and you know what? I appreciate that. I might feel the same way as far as making sure I don't feel rushed and feeling like that, that the timing's right for you. And what I'm getting the feeling is that you want to be on the same page with the market, and you want to feel secure in the process. Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so here's the deal, Jesse. When we meet, I'll share an easy path to getting what you want in the time that you want it. Does weekends or weekdays work better for you?
Can you just send me that information first and I'll take a look at it?
Oh yeah, no, sure. I could definitely send you the information. That absolutely makes sense, and I might be thinking the same thing if I were you. It looks like making sure you have all the information you need before you move forward is important. Are those your thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so look, you already understand, Jesse, that information's everywhere these days, and what you're really looking for is how to leverage the information and get the best deal. Does Tuesday at 4 or Wednesday at 6 work better for you?
Wednesday is good.
Okay, perfect.
It looks like making sure you have all the information.
Okay, let's tie it up. Remember. This is you're not closing like this unless you have motivation, right? If you feel like, if you're not, man, you better be at least a 6 or a 7. I mean, if you're at a 5, you better hang in this conversation. If you're at a 6 or a 7, honestly, you need to maybe explore the conversation a little bit more. But you shouldn't be handing over TOs that are 5s or 6s.
What do you mean by that?
On motivation.
Okay.
Scale of motivation 1 to 10.
Okay. Gotcha.
We can't do anything with a 5 if it's just about price. You gotta dig in on there and find out what's going on. It's critical for you. It's beneficial for you to dig in there and focus on, what's that say?
Get to know the people.
Get to know the people, man. And I know it's frustrating, or they haven't been answering, or they're not as cooperative. And I get it. You're going to hand over some TOs that you're like, okay, all right. But man, I really want to minimize that and figure out a way to crack this egg on what's going on here. because efficiency matters, and you're already playing the numbers game. So how can I be more efficient to get what I want in the time that I want it? All the rules apply to us too. Time's our enemy. I'm looking for certainty. Right? We talk about them and the time being the enemy for them, creating an enemy on the phone. When I'm talking to people, time's the enemy, Diego. It's always the enemy. Even when they don't think they have time as their enemy, it is their enemy. That's what I was talking to about Charlie this morning. I'm going to talk about is like, look, you don't think time's your enemy, but it is your enemy. And you want certainty. Same thing for you guys. Time is your enemy. Speed to lead. How long is it taking for you to follow back up on somebody? Are you really cutting it in half? Are you being aggressive enough? Are they lingering in your pipeline and you really don't know? Time's your enemy, and you need certainty. All the rules apply. All right, deep breath in. Let it out. Deep breath in. Let it out. One more time. Let it out. I'm alive, excited, and full of energy.
I'm alive, excited, and full of energy.
The phone makes me money.
The phone makes me money.
I am versatile.
I am versatile.
I listen for motivation.
I listen for motivation.
Objections are an opportunity.
Objections are an opportunity.
I always ask great questions.
I always ask great
I have a powerful attitude.
I have a powerful attitude.
I see myself achieving my goals.
I see myself achieving my goals.
People need my help.
People need my help.
My mindset is strong all day long.
My mindset is strong all day long.
All right, go get some.